That's the trailer for Spies of Mississippi, a new film that exposes how in the 50s and 60s, a little-known state agency called the Mississippi Sovereignty Commission hired spies to infiltrate the civil rights movement and squash attempts to desegregate the state and register African Americans to vote. Some of the spies were themselves African American. The commission generated more than 160,000 pages of reports, many of which were shared with local police departments whose officers belonged to the Ku Klux Klan. The film looks at how some of those reports contributed to the 1964 deaths of the Freedom Summer activists James Chaney, Andrew Goodman, and Michael Schwerner. 50 years ago, that was. Well, for more, we go to Jackson, Mississippi, where we're joined by Jerry Mitchell, an investigative journalist for the Jackson Clarion-Ledger, won the release of more than 2,400 pages of commission records in 1989, and used those to reopen many cold cases from the civil rights era. His work helped lead to the 1994 conviction of the killer of Mississippi NAACP leader Medgar Evers, and paved the way for 23 more convictions. Here in New York, we're joined by Dawn Porter, the award-winning producer and director of Spies of Mississippi. The film premiered this month on PBS Independent Lens, and you can watch it online until March 12th. We welcome you both to Democracy Now! Jerry Mitchell, what were you most surprised by in the documents that you got?
Well, lots of things. The fact that they had spied on so many activists, the fact they had spied on Medgar Evers and later tried to help basically acquit the killer in that case, as well as reports on my own newspaper from back in the 50s and 60s. So that was interesting as well.
Dawn Porter, why did you decide to turn this into a film?
You know, when I first heard this story, that there was not only a spy agency, a government spy agency, but that there were also African-American activists who were involved in the spying, I thought that's a piece of civil rights history that isn't widely known, but it fills in a lot of the missing, it connects the dots in a lot of ways. And I thought people would be interested in it. And I just was fascinated by the lengths that state government will go to subvert democracy.